Hey, what it do, Sports Boiler? Welcome to the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. I want to talk about Deion Sanders today. I want to talk about Coach Prime. Is Deion Coach Prime Sanders being hypocritical? What he is saying about high school athletes decommitting when they are committed to a school? I don't know, but we're going to discuss it, and I'm going to explain to you all the time that Deion Sanders have benefited off of a player, a high school player, backing out of their commitment to another school. So why is it now that you want to use this against them? But listen, before I get started, man, make sure you all hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the share button, okay? And also make sure y'all comment on this segment and let me know what you all think about it so we can discuss it. All right, talk about it. Do you all feel that he's been hypocritical? And I'm going to give you all my, opinion on this, right? But let's go ahead and jump into this thing. Now, people have been asking me this question. Do I feel that Deion Sanders is being hypocritical? Now, I'm going to finally answer this question. I think he is being hypocritical, and I'm going to tell you all why. Deion Sanders has benefited probably one of the most out of any coach, especially out of a coach the last 2 years or 3 years, well, definitely the last 3 years, off of players decommitting from another school. Now, I'm going to talk about the first player I want to talk about is Travis Hunter. Now, do you all know that Travis Hunter was committed to Florida State for the longest? And he was pretty much set on, I'm going to Florida State. Now, he had a statement. And this right here is what his statement was when he committed to Florida State. He stated this. In a statement, Hunter said, Florida State has always been a beacon for me. I grew up down there. That's where my roots are. And never doubted that I would play for the Seminoles. It's a dream that is hard to let go. But sometimes we are called to step into a bigger future. And this one, I imagine for ourselves. So basically, he's saying that Florida State is a dream school. This was his dream school. Florida State to go and play for the Seminoles. That was his dream. Okay. Now, if you all remember, Travis Hunter took a visit to Coach Prime, and he went down and went on a visit, and that is when he pretty much flipped this commitment to Jackson State. Now, this right here was when he flipped to Jackson State. This is, and you have to understand that this man right here has been committed to them ever since 2020. He committed to this team right here, and he basically flipped this commitment last minute. He said, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders changed my mind. He let me know how big of an impact I can be on the people. And that is one of the things I wanted, to shine the light on our people, African Americans, and shine the light on HBCU. Okay, so basically, Coach Prime sold him on basically coming to play for HBCU. And even though they're at Colorado now, which is a predominantly white school, but he sold him on coming to Jackson State, playing for Jackson State, playing for HBCU, his people, as he may say. Yes, so did you not benefit from Travis Hunter? Did you not benefit of him flipping his commitment? Because think about it, Deion, Coach Prime, you said that you wish that if a player commits to one school, that they cannot take a visit to another school. So if Travis Hunter, he's committed to Florida State. If we get it how you wanted it, he could not even come to Jackson State to even take a visit because he's already committed to Florida State. So do you benefit? And this right here is this is easily the best player you ever had. This is easily the best player you ever recruited, the most highly talented player that you ever recruited. And this right here goes above anybody else, including Shedeur Sanders. So you benefit the most from Travis Hunter decommitting from another school in which he was committed to Florida State. And you use HBCU, in which you're not even there anymore. You use that to get him to Jackson State. Now let's talk about the second player that you had to decommit from another school. A lot of people don't know that Cromartie McClain was committed to Florida State, was committed to Miami for the longest. He was pretty much gone. It was a far gone conclusion. But if y'all look back, Cromartie McClain went down to Colorado on the last weekend before he had to sign his letter of intent. He went down. And he basically talked to Coach Prime. And next thing you know, he come back to Florida, and then he flipped his commitment from Miami to Colorado. So let's talk about it. So McClain, he was one of the top ranked, the number 4 overall player. McClain mother tweeted on the first day of early signing period that there would be a change of plans, and McClain would wait to sign his national letter of intent. So that's what they were telling. So basically, he was supposed to commit at a whole nother time, but his mother pushed his signing back because they wanted to take one more visit down to Colorado. Now, and it said Sanders continued to pursue the number 1 cornerback in the class, even getting McClain to do snow angels on a visit in Colorado. This man right here was already committed to the University of Miami for the longest. McClain made his switch. McClain made his flip official on that Thursday when he announced that he would play for Sanders. In the second year in a row that Sanders had flipped a 5-star cornerback, with McClain joining Travis Hunter, who switched from Florida State to Jackson State in the class of 2022 class. So that is 2 players that you have benefited for. 2 players that was in the top 5 of the top 5 of the best high school football players. So you're telling me that you want players, when they commit to a team, to not even take any more visits. So that means that you wouldn't have even got Romani McClain as well. So that's 2. Your top 2 players wouldn't have even come to where you was, which is Jackson State and Colorado, if they wasn't able to take that final visit, which you allowed them to take. And now you are mad because maybe it's because of Sammy Watkins' nephew, him bagging out, and then the offensive lineman from Missouri bagging out. Now you're in your feelings. You're mad because they backed out of their commitment. Now you feel like everybody should be entitled. Oh yeah, if you commit to a school, you shouldn't be able to go and visit another school. Well, hell, that's the same thing you should have said 3 years ago when Travis Hunter took his official visit, took an official visit to come and visit you at Jackson State, and then he flipped his commitment for the people, HBCUs, and then you move to Colorado and you do the same thing to Romani McClain. Okay, now this last one right here, this right here is going to be one that's going to really touch the people here. Now, those are 2 players. So Deion, is Deion Sanders being hypocritical? Heck yeah, he's being hypocritical because he's acting like a kid that's not getting his way. If something doesn't go his way, he's mad about it. So now I feel like we should stop this because I'm not getting my way. We should stop this. And the people wondering why Colorado players act the way they act. You act the way you act because of who you are around. And that's Coach Prime. But this last one, Coach Prime is going to set him on fire right here. Coach Prime. Now that's Travis Hunter and Romani McClain. Those are 2 players right here that he flipped. Now I'm going to tell y'all the 3rd player that he flipped. Think about this right here. His own son, which is Shedeur Sanders. Did y'all know that Shedeur Sanders was committed to University of Florida Atlantic, Florida Atlantic University? Okay, he was committed to them. He committed to them in July 2020, choosing them over Power 5 program. And he said what drawn him to the university because he wanted to play for an African-American coach, which was Willie Taggart at the time. Yes, Willie Taggart was the coach of FAU at the time that Shedeur Sanders signed with them. Okay, with everything that was going on in our country, there is so much important to me. Sanders said in July, Shedeur Sanders has decommitted from Florida Atlantic to join his father at Jackson State. Okay, and then this right here is what he said after he committed to Jackson State. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to help level the playing field and pursue equality for historically Black colleges and universities. Think about this, y'all. He's not even at Jackson State anymore. He follows his father and went to Colorado, which is a predominantly white college. Okay, but he wrote on, "Dad, I got your back," and I respect that. I respect Shedeur for going with his father. But this right here is what I didn't understand. why are you, Coach Prime, using this now when you benefited the most? Your three best players are from decommitting from a one school to come to where you were, which was Travis Hunter, Ramani McClain, and Shador Sanders. Those are your three best. Those are your three most highly recruited players that you have brought in. You benefited the most from them decommitting from other schools. So why? What's the problem now? Why are you mad now that other players wants to decommit and not come and join you? I told y'all, when he gets his way, he's okay. When everything is not going his way, he's throwing a fit, and that's exactly what Coach Prime is doing right here. He's throwing a fit because he feels you should basically stand on what you say. And what did he use? These kids ain't even loyal to the girlfriend. You think I care? You think I'm surprised that they not loyal to me? So your son wasn't loyal. He wasn't loyal to FAU. Ramani McClain wasn't loyal to Miami when he came and joined you. Travis Hunter, he wasn't loyal. Or what about Shiloh? Shiloh was on South Carolina. He transferred to Jackson State. So when we talk about loyalty, Coach Prime, I think you need to take a look in the mirror and you need to think about what you're saying. Because if the NCAA listens to you and he stopped players, like if you own if you're committed to a school, then you can only go on official visits. That's going to hurt you more than it hurt anybody else because you benefited the most from flipping players on the last month of recruiting. So, of course, what y'all think? Y'all give me y'all feedback on what y'all think. Is Coach Prime being hypocritical or is he just speaking fact? I think he's being hypocritical. I think that he's throwing a fit because the two players that basically decommitted, Watkins and the lineman, basically decommitted from him, and now they're going somewhere else. And I think that is what he's mad about. But you can't be mad at a high school, a 17, 18-year-old for making a decision. Of course, when I was 17, 18, I switched my decision 4 or 5 times. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this. So that's what 17, 18-year-olds do. They switch. They change their mind. I can't be mad at them for changing their mind at the age that they are. Do I think that some of them need to, stay where they are? Yes. But in the end, they're 18 and they're 17, 18, and 19-year-old kids. And I think that he's being hypocritical because you benefited the most from flipping players the last weekend. And if they do what you say and stop them from even coming down or even taking visits, how the hell do you flip Travis Hunter? How do you flip Ramani McClain? How do you flip Shador Sanders? You don't flip none of them if you don't allow, if the schools that they are committed to doesn't allow them to come down there with you, they do not sign with you. So you need to take a step back and understand that. But man, hey, listen, won't y'all give me y'all feedback on what y'all think? Do y'all think he's been hypocritical? And then give me your feedback on what you all think the NCAA should do. But in the end, man, thank y'all again for listening to another great segment of the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. Hey, y'all peace. And y'all make sure y'all have a great weekend, y'all. Peace.